Hello food fans, going to have Marie Callender's frozen dinner here once again, and this looks pretty good. This is called the honey roasted turkey breast, and it weighs in at what weight? 13 ounces, so it's smaller than a Hungry Man meal, but it's still a pretty good sized dinner when you take a look at it. And so we're going to give it a taste test and consume it, and maybe talk a little bit about some show business things and who knows what else. So let's get started. And be careful when this comes out of the microwave oven. It is very, very hot. It is in the microwave for a total of about 8 minutes, and that's a long time. And the meal costs about $4 at Kroger and about $3.50 at Wal Mart. So a somewhat costly meal compared to other meals I have made. And if you make the food yourself at home, if you cook the food yourself from raw vegetables and so on, you will save a great deal of money by making it yourself if you have the time for that. Instead of having my cabbage salad, I'm going to have a cabbage salad, coleslaw, namely. This is from Kroger. It was on sale, and so I decided I would get this and give myself a few hours off during the time it takes me to prepare this salad. Actually, it doesn't take very long at all to prepare the cabbage salad that I usually make, which is cabbage, carrots, tomatoes, and relish, and ketchup, and mayonnaise. But today I'm having coleslaw, and I love coleslaw. I make Kroger coleslaw is quite good. The price on the deli salads has gone up a lot with the inflation that began, I guess, about a year ago, year and a half. Some things are very expensive. Eggs are coming down in price. When I was at Aldi yesterday, eggs are about $3.50 a dozen, which still sounds expensive, but you can make a nice breakfast with eggs at that price and have a meal that is not too expensive. More coleslaw. Put the lid on the coleslaw. I may have more of that later today just for the heck of it. And try some of the vegetables from the Marie Callender honey roasted, is that what it was? Honey roasted turkey breast meal. I think we have some it's like broccoli and carrots, and more broccoli and more carrot. Very flavorful, tastes very fresh. And I do like carrots. And get some mashed potatoes and turkey with gravy. Get my list of names of people with whom I have worked, and that's not the list. Here it is right here. I've worked with a lot of people who have varying degrees of celebrity. Some people, if I mention them, you won't remember them if you're young. Scott Baio, Peter Barton. I worked with both of those young fellows. They're now very mature. With Peter Barton and Scott Baio were stars of TV series. Scott Baio, or Scott Baio, however it's pronounced, was on Happy Days. He was a very nice person. When I worked Happy Days as Abe Lincoln, I danced with Marianne Ross on the show. Not in the part that was shown on TV, but during the rehearsals, we clowned around a little bit, and I danced with Marianne Ross. Scott Baio said that was the funniest thing he had ever seen in his life. Peter Barton, worked with him several times on his TV series. Nice person, and he's still a nice person. And his TV series was called what? I don't remember the name of the TV series offhand, but it worked at Paramount, I remember that. And Brad Pitt, I worked with Brad Pitt in a commercial one day. He was nice. He did commercials for different products, and the one I worked in was a Japanese commercial for an automobile, and I couldn't tell you what car make it was that Brad Pitt was doing the commercial for. Eric Estrada, he probably is not known by today's younger generation. He had a very popular TV series called Chips, California Highway Patrol, CHP, Chips. Food is good. Root beer is quite good. This is $1.25 per 2 liter now. It was 79 cents for a long time. But prices change. The value of a house in Tennessee has definitely gone up, probably 3 times what it was when I first came here. News of the day, what is it that was shot down over Canada? This is a weekend, this is February 12th of 2023. And the big news is something was shot down over Canada. There were 2 other things shot down. The Chinese balloon, whether it was a weather balloon or whether it was a spy balloon. It was shot down first after it crossed across the United States at somewhat high altitude. It was shot down, and I assume parts of it are being recovered. Then there was an object that was shot down over Alaska and an object shot down over Canada, and it's filled with mystery as to what it is and what it isn't. Well, the turkey is good. It goes good with the mashed potatoes and gravy. Very, very tasty. Get some broccoli and carrots. Hope your day is going very well. We have good weather here today. Pretty soon, in about a month, we'll have spring weather. I like the spring. I worked with Goldie Hawn on a
movie called Protocol. I was just background extra in I think it was a party scene of some sort. I don't know if I was visible. I did not have any opportunity to talk with Goldie Hawn, but I enjoyed her performances on Laugh-In years ago. Worked with Robert Wagner on Heart to Heart, and another series that he had for a short time, Lime Street, I think it was called. He always seemed to be in a good mood when I was around. Never had any real conversations with him other than saying good morning or hello or something. The turkey chunks are very good size and very tasty. And sodium-wise, it's less than half of the recommended allowance of sodium for an adult per meal. And the series that Peter Barton was in was called The Powers of Matthew Starr. I think I worked this series about 3 times, and he was a very pleasant person to be with on a set. What name do I have here that you might remember? Michael Landon was very nice. Pernell Roberts. Pernell Roberts was in Bonanza, and he also was in Trapper John, M.D. Never talked with him. Worked the show several times. I knew the stand-ins on the show very well. Michael Landon was one of the nicest people in Hollywood. His most famous TV series either was Bonanza or Little House on the Prairie. I worked Little House on the Prairie about 3 or 4 times. And I talked with Michael Landon many times. He was a very nice person, very pleasant always. He would do the directing, the acting. I think he wrote some of the episodes. Good vegetables. Vegetables are gone. Marie Callender has some really good recipes. Food tastes good. I'm sure that you would not want a steady diet of anything that has lots of sodium. But for people who are making ends meet, this is not a high-priced meal compared to what you'd pay if you went to a restaurant. This meal with the coleslaw and the beverage, and I will soon have a secret dessert. This meal could be served up at $5 per serving. And while it's not a huge serving, it makes for a really nice lunch. The meal is gone, and now we're having the secret dessert, and the secret dessert costs 25 cents. This is from Aldi. The pudding cups, when Aldi has pudding cups on the shelves, they're 99 cents for a package of 4. This is chocolate, and I like chocolate. I usually have chocolate every day when I'm watching a movie at night. One of my snacks is chocolate. I am guessing we will know something within a week about what the thing is or the object was that was shot down. My big question is, was there life inside? I guess we'll find out. Chocolate pudding is good. 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 Glad you had a chance to come by today. Nice to see you. Don't forget your umbrella as you leave. Never know what's going to happen. We're expecting some rain later tonight, I think. These little pudding cups, they make for a very nice dessert. Not quite up there with birthday cake. But they're good. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for watching.